Good morning, wonderful, amazing viewing people. It is about 5:30 in the morning, and what happened was I got drunk last night and found a motorbike on eBay. Now, it doesn't have any road legal certificates or anything like that. I don't even know if it runs. It's a big mix of bits. And I've bought it while I was drunk, and now I've got to drive to Leeds. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm now going to collect the bits that I bought off eBay. Wow, it really must have rained last night. I've never known it to flood, certainly not here. So it's going to be an interesting journey.
And fight on, fighter.
So it's 7:30 in the morning, it's been hammering all night, it's like wavy and everything, and these nutters are in the sea. This is Penarth RNLI ramp. Look at them all. I mean, like, I don't want to be normal, but, you know, I'm not that mental. Yeah, anyway. So, it's 11 o'clock, we've got 1 hour left to go. It's been interesting. There was so much rain last night that the M5 is shut because of flooding. We're a little bit sleepy because we got up early. 1 hour to go. Gonna get some coffee. The van ignition is playing up. The immobilizer keeps going off while I'm driving, like immobilizing the van, although the van's running, so it's all very strange. I'll have to have a look at that. But of course I haven't brought my tools with me, nor have I brought a bike ramp actually. Yeah, so mini update of how we're doing so far. We've stopped in Telford, I think. So it's 1 o'clock. We have arrived, but not where you think. This is my property in Stoke. There was some rubble outside the front, and I promised to move it. There it is. And in case you don't know me or new to the channel, property is how I make money in order to buy the crazy things and modify them. So if you're interested in that side of things, give me a shout. Happy to tell you more. I bought this one for 72.5 and I've sold it for 128. But done the rubble removal. Did I show you? There it is. And now we're off to buy a BSA. Here is the beast. It's not M20 frame, that's for sure. There we go. Ah, fantastic. I'm only still at least 2 hours from home. How lovely. And we are arriving back at 8:05 in the evening. Whew. What a day. The moral of the story? Don't go on eBay when you're drunk. Just don't go on eBay and don't get drunk. This is the conclusion for the day. We'll see how long this lasts. Until next time, see you then. I don't even know if the front brake works. Ugh. It does actually. Well, that was surprisingly more successful than I expected. Must be getting good. Stand. Yes. Oh. Didn't drop it. Haven't crashed it yet. Don't even know if it runs. We have plans for this machine. So, welcome back to the workshop. Project. So naturally, I have a new project. Now, I did have something that I got with the bike, which I don't know if it's going to be any good, to be honest. I just threw the bottom bit down there, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I love it. I mean, it really doesn't suit the bike, and it's just a bit stupid, really. No, but it will be for another project. So let's give you a slow walk around of what we've got. So that is I think that's a 21, looks like a 21 inch front wheel. I think that might be British, that front wheel. It looks it. Don't know for sure. Front forks could be like small aerial or something like that. Now this is a very odd frame because that's the size of the headstock, and they've added in strange washer in there to make those forks fit. As you can see, they're not even. There you go. Made in England. I'm sure some of it was. I'm not convinced all of it was, to be totally honest. This clutch is interesting, to say the least. Hope I don't get my trousers caught in that. That's been pretty quick. Right, we've got some hose pipe coming from the bottom of the engine up here to nothing. Always good. We've got a battery which is disconnected. We've got the weirdest setup I've ever seen, other than the ones obviously I've built. Right, so we've got a nut that's kind of just hanging around there. Let's just tighten that up, shall we? Back wheel looks British. It might even be M20, you know, because that's an M20 engine, and that looks very M20-ish to me. So I think at least we've got a matching wheel to the engine. The gearbox looks like sort of Royal Enfield. It's definitely not M20 or M21. Exhaust pipe looks like a Kempton Special. If you don't know what that is, Kempton is an auto jumble where they sell all sorts of weird and wonderful things, mostly fake. If you're buying exhaust and stuff, reproductions is what I mean, really. Folding foot peg. Oh, okay. Well, in theory, actually a gear change. I mean, that's pretty special. That doesn't fold in. That might be a problem. Oil tank, we've got a little stoppy switchy thing. Now it looks like that goes to the bottom of the engine, sort of runs down underneath into the front, and there's another tube coming out which goes back into the oil. So One would assume that's an oil recirculation system that we've got going on there. Gearbox says AA6452. Well, that would give me something to research. I hope there's oil in it. Neutral, up for 1, down for 2, down for 3, down for 4. In theory, as long as it's the right way up. So, gear changes on the right hand side, unlike all the Japanese stuff that I'm used to playing with. So that means I will go down the road and shove my foot on the brake and like headbutt the speedo. The carb's not even, that might be M20, you know. Don't remember it having that though. So we've got a little homemade brackety thing. I don't think that's original. We've got a 12-volt coil, so you know that's good, I suppose. Now this is the oil level. So what I'm going to do is undo that, see if oil comes out, and if we do, and if we do see it, we know there's oil in there. Then I might have a go at starting it. I'm a little concerned about this tube that comes from the other side, but if anything spurts out of there, I am going to know about it pretty quick. Right, so frame number starts. It looks to me like M and B with an and sign. I reckon so. From Mudguard. Don't know, could be British. Could be British. So there we go. That's a little walk round. Let's have a look at this. Any oil in it? I can see a bit of oil. Yeah. So, first thing to do is check the oil in the engine. Can I get that back on? Then we're going to put a little tester on the battery, make sure the battery's all right. As long as there's oil in the bottom there, which if I undo this, then there should be. Let's see if I can see anything going through the hose. Not a chance. Okay, cool. Right, so onwards and upwards. Let's get that oil checked. So this is my Warrior stand, which I reluctantly paid lots of money for. And then they sent me an email saying, it could break, you've got to cut it in half and send us a picture and then we'll send you a new one. So obviously didn't do it. So this, you know, might fall over at any moment. This, because it's old English BSA, it's probably 17/90 twelfths and a bit, which is basically going to be an 11. Me reckons. Yes, 11 in my language. Oh, I suppose I need a pot for the oil, don't I? In case something drops out. Yeah, good. No, let's not do that. Let's give me a saucepan. There we go. Freshly stolen from the kitchen. Right. When I put that on, it actually turned a little bit, so I think it's quite loose. Yeah, right. I need to go around and check all of this because it's hand tight. Now the fact that oil's on means it might just all piss out and we have a freaking disaster. Oh, there's a spring just gone in. Also means nothing might come out of it. Anything? Is leaning a little bit over, to be fair. Let's put it out right. If I push the spring, what happens? Not a lot, to be honest. Let's do that. That help? Gravity feed, maybe? There might be a little drop coming down, you know. Not enough to make me happy though. I don't know where the oil goes. Apart from the tank. I'm sure my last M20 didn't have a tank. Oh no, it did actually. Should we just go for the face plunge? Well, I didn't do anything. Okay. Well, no oil as far as I can see. And that thread's not very good. Yay! This is going to be fun. That's why they haven't done it uptight. Right, so. Okay, 11 only fits on a bit of it. Oh, that bit. Has it got a pump? Maybe it's not come out because it's pumped. Let me try and find some oil. What's this? What's that? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's an advanced retard. I'm an advanced retard. That might be advanced ignition. Although that looks like... No, that looks like a choke up there. Yeah, cool. Well, it's going really well. And obviously, I know everything about BSAs. Having ridden my dad's M20 to work, and that's about it. Very well educated. Well, I have got petrol. So, I mean, we could start it up if we know we're getting oil through. But, let's do oil first. One step at a time, you twat. Look who's just appeared in the workshop. Hello, where did you come from? Sweet little thing, what have you got? Hello. You come to play BSAs as well, have you, little doggy? Say hello to the viewers on YouTube. Don't you start peeing on any projects, they're rusty enough. Okay. Right, so this should have an oil flow right the way through it. Hello, dog, again. No knocking over my camera this time. Oh, you're so cute, aren't you? All right, yeah, sniff the balls. Go on. So, what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to put some Firemaker happener in the top tank here and just kind of go for it, really. Oh my goodness, that doesn't look good. It's no, don't eat the oil. Oh wow, I never realised there was so much responsibility having an animal around. So a bit of fuel in the fuel tank, not too much, just in case it comes pissing out the bottom. What's that? Maybe a leak. Yeah, another fuel tank with a leak. Have you seen the other videos about my leaky fuel tank? I tried to weld it up. Yes, there we go. I saw a drip. Where's that coming from? I don't know. Let's... Right, fuel maybe? Now what this little button does, it presses down the float and that allows more fuel in before it cuts off. Now what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to let fuel in and bubble out the top. Maybe it's taking a little while, or maybe I haven't put enough fuel in. I put a little bit of fuel in because I wasn't sure about the fuel tank, about how much it might hold without leaking, but I think we're going to put a bit more in. Ooh. Sorry about the bum views. If you get any, where did I put the fuel? Down here. Right, let's start her up. Let's kick her over. Right. Hello, boy or girl or dog. Hello. You're not going to like this. This is going to make lots of noise. Right, so connect the battery. Any sparks? No, none at all. Always good. Fuel cap back on. See if that you get any fuel. I don't know. Let's just try it. Can you see me? No. I don't actually know how to stop this. Oh, I can cover the car. Choke, I'm guessing. Oh, his trousers are too small. Alright, stand on the thing that's gonna break. One day I might get good at doing videos. You might have a good one day. Maybe it's got a cut-off switch. No, of course it's not going to. So we have 3.7 volts, 0 amps. Now, on one side of my brain is saying it's good that it's 12 volt because at least I've got a charger I can put the battery on charge. And I know what the battery is and I can get this fairly easily. The other side is going, that's why it won't start, because with that coil you need a constant feed of electricity. So that's why it won't start. So I'm gonna leave it there for a bit. I might try again in a few minutes just to see if I can get anything out of that battery. Enough to make a spark would be nice. Right, so one of the other bikes has got a bit of power in it. So what I need is, so we have two ends of the plug, and I need the plug that's on the charger in order to be able to get the power from that battery to that battery. So I'll plug it in so I know which one's red. This battery charger is all frayed at the end there. So I'm going to say goodbye to that one. There we go. That's that one. It's dead and gone. Right, so what I can do now is attach this end to the charging lead from the battery, and then run it over to that bike. Basically, as little jump leads. So cut that, separate those. There we go, like that, and then we drop it. Brilliant. Cut those apart. Great, so that can go in. Now I've just got to work out which wire's which. So red is the fused, and that goes to the left hand side. So this wire is the red one. Let's follow that all the way down. Making 100% sure we get it right, because this is going to be an extra long set of jump leads to jump off a battery charging point. How bloody genius. So this one is the red. So expose the wire on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little knot in it, just so I don't lose it, so I can find something red to stick over the top. Right, I've got a set of clips somewhere. Let's find those. Right, so in true Josh style, we've connected the red together, which means sort of curl it together and then put some masking tape over, which is obviously going to get hot and catch fire, which is perfect. I've attached the negative over there. Now we're going to see if this can go catastrophically wrong. Let's give you a better view, shall we? There we go. How about that? Yeah. And now we're going to plug this in and see if we catch fire. Nothing is catching fire. Can't smell anything. So we're just gonna go for it. Ooh, that neck was okay. Ouch! Ow! Bloody hell. Ow! What a load of shit that is. It's bent. Ow! Ah. Hammer. Going well? I know you're saying that poor gearbox, but I haven't got a pole to put on the end. Have I? Maybe I have. Oh God, that hurt my foot. Come on, Paul, where are you? I'm gonna break the handlebar. Maybe that handlebar that's bent already. How about that one? Who'd buy old motorbikes off eBay? No, that won't fit on there. What about that side? No, that won't fit on there either. Okay. Brilliant. So I've just taken the spark plug out. It is dry as a bone. So that's good. That's most excellent. I'm going to see if I've got a spark. Now I've bent the starter back. Yeah, I have actually. Oh, my setup actually worked. Right, well, let's see if we can suck some fuel through. Oh. Doesn't appear to be fuel getting through, guys. Let's have a look. Is the needle wet? No. Okay. We've found the problem. Right, so I've poured a little bit of fuel down there. I know we've got a spark. The carburetor is now bringing fuel out the top. Let's just move that out of the way. Come on, baby. Yes, she lives. And I might have even been able to catch it enough to pull some fuel through. Let's try again. Don't know where the fuel's coming through. She lives. Yes, that pulled to fuel through. Right, we got a blockage in the carburetor, but she runs. Yeah, baby. I've got myself a badass BM20. Whew. Which is now leaking fuel all over the gaff. Standard stuff. Anyway, she lives. Woohoo, baby. All right, game on. Look what I've just poured out of the carburetor. Look at all that. Good job I wasn't running it on that. So, let's have a look what comes out of this side. Nothing. Anything out that side either? There's a lot of gunge in there. It was so blocked, the jet was so blocked up, I had to use this to put a bit of wire down there. Air pressure wouldn't do it. So, we need to clean that out. Oh, it's coming off. Oh. It's not too bad, that side. Yes. Yeah, well there it is, it's apart. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean now and put it all back together. Right, so cleaned everything out as best we can. It all came out fairly well. Now it's just putting it all back together again. Right, so that's got to go that way around. And that, which is cleaned up really well, goes on the bottom of there, which is delicious. And then that goes back on the top. The guy said to me, yeah, I was riding this. You certainly weren't, not for a very, very long time. And he hadn't had it that long, so I think he was telling me porkies. However, doesn't matter, because we have a slushy on. I'm just going to give that a bit of a squirt in there, because it does come off fairly easy. I didn't do that a minute ago. Right, best we can do for now. Now I've lost a bit. Have I lost a bit? No, I haven't. The bit is there. Right, so that goes onto that like that. Putting it all back together again. Now, that looks kind of together as it was. Tighten up, put it back on. It's lovely and clean now. Okay, so all cleaned out. I'm a little bit concerned about this stud because it's stripped. There's no other way about it. I have to deal with that. It looks like someone's masticed that at some point, which is, you know, always good. Oh my God, what's that? A stone that the dog put under the mat. Perfect. Thank you very much, dog. Right. Well, that goes in there. Should all line up, which of course it doesn't. Okay, the needle's bent as hell. Or is it just coming out of place? Not sure. Let's have a look. Is that bent? No, it's not. It's just wobbling around. All right. So we're going to go for the slide and the finger push to not get it in the right place. Maybe I'm in the wrong hole, guys. Let's try that one. Isn't it? Yes. Way, there we go. Oh, up she rises. And twisty whirly boppity gig. Let's do it that way. Okay. Right. That there isn't doing a lot. Okay. Right, we have throttle. Now let's put this on. And we're going to go for the true Josh version of doing things, which is just go for it and help. Help? Hope. There we go, hope. Right, so that goes back on. Right, great news guys. I realised what I did. I hadn't connected the battery to the other bike with the lead I made. So obviously, I wasn't getting a spark. So, let's bend the starting lever back, fuel's on, sparks in, electric connected to the other bike. Watch this. Yes, baby! Yes! It did stop. Fuel is on, let's go again. Fuel's still not perfect. I'm not getting any oil return, which is worrying me. She lives. She pops and backfires. There's a hole in the front of the exhaust. However, thing that worries me is there's no oil coming back up to the oil tank. Right. Next mission. To make sure that works. So right now, celebratory fart. Oh, yes. Done for enough. Done for enough for a day. One done, yeah. Whew. Now I've got to go and get my girlfriend from the airport. I promised her I wouldn't buy any more cars while she was away, and I stuck to my promise. Better go and get changed and head to the flyer picker upper. Hey guys, it's Josh. Massive favour, can you subscribe, because I'd love to bring you more videos, and I can't do that without people enjoying them, because it's just not worth it. So as much as I enjoy doing these videos, I'd love some support. Give me some comments, thumbs up, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. I know you're bored of hearing of it and doing it, but if you can just hear and do it, that would be fantabulous. Thank you muchly.